Hi, welcome to my sewing room. I want to talk to you about English paper piecing today and how I do it. And that is without paper. Because I hate getting those little paper thingies out. That's just, no. This is my template, by the way. First of all, regular paper piecing is like this. You have a piece of paper, like this, and wrap it with fabric. Glue it to the back side or basting stitch in. And that leaves you with an awful lot of paper to get out in the end. And that's not fun, and I like fun. So what I do, I take my template. This one is from To The Pink, bought by paperpieces.com. Not sponsored, but you know, if you want to, give me a call. So it has these lovely lines on the inside, and it shows you where the visible area would be. So I put that on the photocopier on 100% setting. That is very important, otherwise it will just not work. So copy it, and when you printed it out, glue it on a piece of plastic, just a thin plastic. This is shrink plastic that I had lying around, so I didn't have to buy a new one. And when you glued it on and you cut it out, then make it wet, and then peel off the paper. So when you did that, you were left with these little templates. They have a rough side on one side, the ones that I have, which I find useful because then you could put a dab of glue on them and temporarily fix the fabric. So, so you need the templates to cut out your fabric, you need the templates to fold over, you need a glue stick that's washable, obviously your fabric, and starch, lots and lots and lots of starch, because the fabric needs to be paper-like. If it is, you don't need the actual paper, and the starch washes out, so everything is brilliant in the end. And I'm going to show you how to do it right now. You need an ironing board, some spray starch, and an iron. And I'm going to go ahead and starch a bit of fabric. So, I made my spray starch myself, you know, save the planet and all. No steam, high heat, and just iron that. It should feel a bit papery when you're done, and when it does, you're good. When it doesn't, more starch. See you in the next bit. Now that we have done some extensive starching, we can take our fabric and fussy cut the parts we want. You should know how fussy cutting works. So get a part where you will find a repeat in the pattern that you can use later. And then it's a bit difficult to cut around this camera, but I will try. So this is quite a bit of fabric waste, but you know, that's what fussy cutting is all about. And those little leftover parts, I just cut into strips later on, and I'm gonna use them for something else. So this is my first fussy cut, and I need 5 more, and I'm going to do those off camera. So when you did starch and fussy cut all your pieces, you need your little trusted glue stick and your template. If you have a rough part, use that one to stick some glue on, just a little bit, and it will build up after a while when you do lots of bits of glue. Then you find a lovely little spot where it's supposed to go, press it on a little, so it should be like slightly on. Turn around to the back side and then glue on the corner and fold it back. So use this corner. As you can see, fold it back, press it down, check if everything's right, and then move on to the next corner. Glue a bit fold to the back. And turn around. And like this, you do all your pieces. So bear with me, just a few more corners. And if you have your ironing mat and a hot iron close by, you can iron every individual piece. Or what I sometimes do is I do a whole bloomer, and when I got all the pieces, I go to the ironing board and iron them all down, and then I start gluing the next one for a bit of variety. But for the purpose of showing you, we'll do it right away. So I glue it all to the back instead of the front. So this is the back side, this is the front. The Tula bloomers come with a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, which I find is perfect for this method. And then you peel it off. Sometimes like a tiny bit of residue sticks on here, but you know, this time it doesn't. And as you can see, it's already starting to build up. Sometimes it's tacky enough for a second round, sometimes it's not. And now go to the ironing board and just pop on the iron for a couple of seconds. And just pressure, no wiggling about. And off you go. And this is pretty stiff. It feels a bit papery, and this is exactly how it should feel. And now you have your first piece, and a couple of more. And when you've done all this, then magically they all turn into these lovely little thingies, all on the back side. And they look just like paper pieces. They feel just like paper pieces, just a little bit more wobbly, and without all the fuss in the end. So no paper out, and this is just how you do it. And please give it a try. If you do, post pictures on Instagram, and don't forget to tag me and link me. So thank you for watching. My camera is not even. How? Why? Better. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like the video, consider subscribing maybe, and there will be more videos in the future. Some of them German, some of them English. You know, the more you request, the more I will make. And see you. Goodbye.